Welcome everyone to my Grombrindal Legendary Campaign Guide for Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires. Grombrindal is one of the strongest legendary lords in the game. Yes, the game. His race isn't the strongest race in the game, but he is. Now, post-battle loot, I am going to go for Gorog, and early on in the game you might want to go for it because that 20 growth is actually going to be quite substantial. Of course, you need to balance it out with money as well, because there's no point in having a lot of growth if you're not going to have the money to support that growth as well. And you have both money and growth playing the Dwarfs early on in your campaign. Okay, so I've auto-resolved those first two battles. You could fight them manually, it would not be a problem. You might get more post-battle loot, or maybe not. And now I'm going to get an artillery shop, a siege workshop, so I can get 2 grudge forwards right there. And I'm also going to train 1 dwarf warrior and 1 miner with blasting charges. Gonna get inspiring presence and legendary commerce. But what makes Grombrindal so good? Well, there's a number of factors. There's a living ancestor, which I'll get into when the event triggers in 2 turns. But there's also the blue skill line that he has, which gives his faction 15 campaign movement range, because it's all characters faction wide, a major recruitment benefit, recruit rank, 6% casualty replenishment, and global recruitment capacity. That is substantial. In fact, I think he has one of the best skill lines in the entire game. Research wise, I'm going to go for hiking authority because it's going to give me 4 control in total, as well as 15 growth with a commandment. The commandment by default gives you 15 growth, and you're basically doubling that with empowering the guild. And that's all there is to do turn 1. Now, you have a lot of hostile neighbors. Malekith, Valkia, Taurox, lots of potential foes. Even Kotep may declare war against you. Kotep is just south of you. But you can make an alliance with Kotep, and I would strongly encourage you to do so, because he can be a very worthwhile ally to have in a campaign. Alright, so now that turn 2 has started, I'm just going to move Grombrindal to the very border here. He will be able and get more miners and dwarf warriors. Miners with blasting charges, yeah, they're not as good as dwarf warriors, but they will be able to do a significant amount of damage if you can get those blasting charges. I don't think having more than 2 or 3, maximum 4 miners or blasting charges is worth it. But right now I don't have any other recruitment options. I want to get quarrelers as quickly as possible in Grombrindal's army. Grombrindal gets a significant benefit to quarrelers with that 10 melee defense, basically putting them on par in terms of their melee defense, if we look at it, compared to dwarf warriors. Now, dwarf warriors are going to be better in pure melee, but obviously quarrelers are always going to do quite a bit of range damage before they get them engaged in melee, or at least some range damage to units that they're fighting. Okay. And next turn we will take the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Now there's a minor beastman faction that's always going to move there next to the altar in the first few turns. You can deal with them very quickly, or they might run away. Anyway, I get the Living Ancestor event. There's a benefit to your army, a benefit to Grombrindal, a benefit to control and casualty replenishment and corruption, or a benefit to research, upkeep, construction cost, recruitment cost. I'm going to go with Valea's protection because that 20% casualty replenishment is actually one of the highest casualty replenishments you can get early on in a campaign. Alright. So they've recruited the Gracier. I can just auto-resolve this, no problem. Though before I do so, I'm going to stop the research. The reason I want to do so is because you have a chance of getting either an archivist or a student as an ancillary. In this case, I got an archivist and a student. Yes, you can get both. Now these are great, but let me explain what they do. The archivist can be applied to both lords and heroes. The student can only be applied to heroes, and the way you gain them is like ranked up while not researching a technology. So basically, at the start of a turn, you want to stop your research, fight whatever battles you want to fight, and just before you're ending the research, you want to restart. You want to restart your research before before you end the turn. The game will remind you of this. Anyway, over here I'm gonna get 1 quarrelers and 1 quarrelers with grey weapons. Grey weapons are better in melee than regular quarrelers. Regular quarrelers, because of their shield, their bronze shield, are going to be quite a bit better at soaking up range fire. A combination of both is pretty good to have a bit of diversity. Quarrelers with grey weapons are going to be more expensive. Now over here I am going to cancel the sparring chamber. You can get the toolmaker, you can get the barley field. If it's not the toolmaker, just go. Just delete the building and get the toolmaker over here, because you will want that extra income. There is a chance of getting a toolmaker as well. Now over here in the Eldar Spire, you will always get barley field, at least if you take over the settlement, just simply like that. Alright. So that was early, that was just the first 3 turns. Now I'm going to spend a bit of time doing more recruitment, get those grudge throwers, get more quarrelers, and with both of those I will move on the Skaven. I did take quite a bit of damage, but that's actually a benefit here, believe it or not. The reason it's a benefit is I can easily recover from that, and by taking so much damage, I'm not going to scare away the beastmen, I think, or I hope. Yeah, as you can see, they're not scared off, though they should have been. And now, I can go and wipe them out. Okay. They're gonna run away, sure, because they do have a relatively weak army. Now in this case, because I already have Gorog and I need the money, I am just going to execute them and get the Oath Gold as well. Move Grombrindal into encamp stance and get to grudge throwers. And also get a toolmaker. And now I got a second archivist, which I am going to give to my... Well, he's already got it. Alright. Leveling wise, I am going to get the Pointed Tactician for 10% extra ammunition for Quarrelers, more points in Rune of Wrath and Ruin. And research-wise, continue getting Hiking Authority. Yes, it is a lot nicer with 140% research rate. Though I pretty much reached the limit of how much research rate I can reach, because I can't equip more archivists and students right now until I get more heroes, more lords, all that good stuff. Anyway, I am going to get another unit of Quarrelers. Now the Skaven are here. You're at war with them, Malekith's at war with them. Malekith can make very quick progress against them, or you can make a bit slower progress. But either way, you do want to wipe out the Skaven very quickly. The reason is, if you don't wipe them out, what they'll do is just use an underway and harass your rear, go for your core territories over there. And you don't want that to happen. Don't hesitate in wiping out the Skaven, even if Malekith declares war on you. Because Malekith can't go through the underway. You can. That gives you a fairly substantial advantage. Okay, with the grudge throwers built, I'm just going to cancel this building, get some money back. It's going to be 1,200. It is an expensive proposition just to get 2 grudge throwers, but you are going to want those grudge throwers for the sake of your army to be able to knock down walls. And wall towers, which can do quite a bit of damage, especially Dark Elven ones. A note, by the way, don't try and avoid attacking a tier 3 Dark Elven settlement. This is one of the reasons you want to rush Malekith, because he's vulnerable to that. But if you let him build up, if you let him get Nagarond to tier 3, you're in for a world of pain. Because those tier 3 towers that the Dark Elves do have are fairly difficult to tackle. Alright?
You have my axe.
Right, let's just move over here. In camp stand so we don't get ambushed by the Skaven. And now, ideally, I would auto-resolve the battle against the Skaven here. Okay, just stop the autonomy of the hold so we can get that higher chance of... so we can get those archivists and students. Okay, that's good.
Objects.
This is fine. Believe it or not, this is very fine. Okay, so where do you attack? Well, given the fact that reinforcements are going to show up inside, generally you'd want to intercept the reinforcements, but that's not going to be necessary over here. This location is the best to attack, not just because there's only one wall tower that's going to be able to shoot at you, but more than that, far more than that, it's also the fact that beyond the wall, you just have this bridge. The Skaven can't attack except from beyond that bridge, which makes that an incredible choke point that you can use with your Iron Drakes and your other units to really do a good amount of damage. Gonna move Grombrindal and his hero. And we're gonna wait for the menace below to crop up. It's going to happen. Now, Grudge Throwers are great for taking out towers because they do a lot of damage. Alright, they're only going to have 2 menace belows. Okay, the tower has been taken out. Let's deal with that wall over there. Alright, that was just the first menace below. We're gonna get the second one. Grombrindal and the Runesmith are going to deal with the gate. The Runesmith is gonna use the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. And we're gonna move up the Iron Drakes as well. You kind of hard counter Skaven in a lot of ways, because they don't have any real way with Skaven slaves and clan rats, at least, to deal with your heavily armored units. Alright, the gate is down. And now let the slaughter commence. They might have 2 full stacks, really, of troops over there, but it doesn't matter. Move the Grudge Throwers up as well. Move the Iron Drakes on the bridge. Move Grombrindal and the Runesmith forward as well. Okay, Iron Drakes are going to take the bridge. Thunderers are going to be positioned here so that they can shoot on... Oh, okay. Sneaky, sneaky! I see. Interesting. I did not expect that was a thing. Generally because, well... when I'm fighting sieges, I try and avoid fighting sieges in the campaign, and AI usually doesn't actually use that little stair right there. Alright, move forward. Keep moving Thunderers to the side there. That's the garrison leader. It's a shame they can't shoot. Alright, a bit more damage. Keep moving forward. Pull the Runesmith back. Send in the miners. Alright, Grombrindal is getting a lot of success there. So are the Quarrelers on this side. Gonna move the Gyrocopter forward as well. Alright, they're out of ammunition. But keep moving forward. Casualties don't really matter as long as it's critical casualties, and even then, I can recover from them. Well, Thunderers have done their thing. A bit bizarre, I admit. Let's kill this hero. Or this lord, rather. Oh. Don't want to lose that runesmith. And that's it. The entire Skaven army has been utterly annihilated. Great and glorious victory. I'll sack it.
Don't you fret, it's done.
Alright, he can just take it over then.
How can I help? I am the White Dwarf.
Good. Get this to level 2, get another toolmaker.
Who calls me?
For Grombrindal, I'm gonna get full on absolutely relentless for the runesmith. Final point in Rune of Wrath and Ruin. And research wise, continue with the high king party. Now, I could give this element to the ogres, by the way.
Oh, I scud a butchery upon you, mate.
And maybe make an alliance with Katep later. Or maybe I wipe out the ogres myself and worry about Malekith getting the Temple of Cain. Like, the Skaven still hold the Temple of Cain. So if I go for the ogres, that gives Malekith some time. Well, never mind. This is a lucky break, I'm not gonna lie. More likely than not, Malekith is gonna go for the Temple of Cain. And I might want to let him do so, in point of fact, as opposed to just wiping him out. Because as I've said, the Skaven can be an utter nuisance to deal with. If I declare war on Malekith right here, at this point, there are benefits to that. Like, it's actually one of the best situations that can happen like this.
A quest has been issued.
I'll worry about the quest battle in just a bit. That said... Oh, that's a very lucky break with that growth. Okay. That said... I would be an utter fool to ignore the golden opportunity that has been handed to me on a platter over here. Goodbye, Malekith.
I'm ready.
Okay, the ogres can wait.
Heading out. Aye.
I'll wait there. Get another quarreler. Well, not another quarreler, I can't. Because I'm not technically in the territory of the Altar of Ultimate Darkness there.
I'm here.
Get full-on tactician, more ammunition, more ranged weapon strength, get forge fire. Yeah, main settlement buildings can be a bit expensive for the dwarves. That is one of their quote-unquote downsides. Actually get 2 minor units. So with all of this, I am going to go for that territory there.
You are but vessel for the gorges.
Now, in this case, it's probably best to give these fellows
Who calls me?
that particular bit of territory. I'm gonna stop collecting income. It will help. Well, I don't need to worry about it, actually. The fact Malekith... Well, I've wiped out Malekith's main army, but that doesn't mean that I'm out of the woods just yet. He likely has another full stack, and he has this entire army as well. Alright. There is a quest battle. But right now I
Be sure to put
don't have the luxury of going for it. Okay, gonna get that settlement here too. Let's see if we... Unacceptable. Price.
You know who I am?
Because I'll get a replacement.
I am the White Dwarf.
Do not make me enemy foe. Make pact or...
It is time.
A deal with the Skaven. No. I'm going to wait with spending Grombrindal's points at this stage because I want to unlock his special skill line. Gonna get the Rune of Hearth and Home, Rune of Negation as well. And end the turn.
How can I help?
There is, of course, that quest battle, but that is just simply going to have to wait.
Your last breath begging for.
Now, Valkia is interesting because many times I've seen her actually wipe out, just flat out wipe out Ashrak over there. But she decided not to in this particular case.
I will hone my skill of butchery upon you, mate.
That will be a decent amount of money, and I will take it. Katep wouldn't give me this money. I've agreed to nothing but this. And that means I can still declare war on them. Oh yeah.
I'm not.
Now, one thing I want to get is Grugni. Point of fact, if I get Grugni here, then I can reduce the cost over there.
Armed and ready. Iron-willed.
That will increase my upkeep. Probably put... Well, it won't put my economy in the negative, but it will be on the edge of going into negative territory.
The dwarfs.
Anyway, we will go for Nagarond. Now, at this point, Nagarond might teeter on being a tier 3 settlement. Just happy circumstances. If Malekith had gone for the Temple of Cain, like my initial plan was going for the ogres, taking them out, giving that territory to Katep, making deals with Katep. I'll still do that because, yeah, the ogres gave me a lot of money, but it's like I'm not bound by anything to not declare war on them, and I'm much stronger than them.
It's no bother. I'll do it.
Move to the edge of the territory over here.
What do you want? Master of runecraft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna get more units
I'm here.
over here. This is gonna be the second army that I am going to use. This will push me into negative territory, but between the quest battle that I'll get, as well
How can I help?
as the money I'll pick up from taking Nagarond, well, that will be more than enough money. Let's see what Mr. Malekith is up to. Well, he's not going to defend his capital. Of course, Nagarond itself does have a fairly substantial garrison, so I need to be a bit careful when it comes to that. And there is Mrs. Valkia, the Bloody. So, regardless of how you cut it, I'm going to have to fight this particular battle manually. Grond is teetering on the brink. One thing you may want to avoid is starting a war with Valkia, if you can. If you could get a non-aggression pact, that would actually be really, really good.
One flag. Fight!
Now, as expected, it would be a valiant defeat.
To battle!
Because it is a tier 3 settlement after all. There's Malekith, again.
Karnith agrees. I am the harbinger of your demise.
No, she wouldn't accept that. I mean, she would pay me for it, but she
Unrestrained.
wouldn't accept that. Now over here. Well, I'm gonna stop the research. And I am going to give him an archivist. Oh yes. More research rate. And I think I'll loot and occupy Nagarond. That'll mean it's gonna be tier 2. Alright, here's something you need to know when attacking a Dark Elven settlement that is tier 3. The towers here are quite capable of making mincemeat of your entire army. They aren't, however, so good against your heroes. So, deploy your heroes at the front of the army, and that should, in theory, I hope, protect them. To protect your army. That is my theory. I've seen it happen. Let's see if it happens again. Alright, there's no units. Another thing to mention, by the way.
Is it time?
So these towers are quite deadly. But once you deal with them, you actually get the range advantage against the Dark Elves, because your Quarrelers have a greater range. Especially with higher ranks. Oh shit. I forgot about these guys. That's my bad. Alright, I don't need them. But yeah, you can see the kind of damage the towers can do. Okay. Now, with that sorted out, we move the Quarrelers within their maximum range and start killing... We start killing their Dark Shards. That was a whoops there with the hammers, a big one. Now the Dark Shards on the walls will have extra range, worth remembering that point. But the Dark Shards, the regular Dark Shards, will not. Nor will the Shades. The Shades, by the way, are... I don't think much of them. I mean, they're great because of the stealth ability, but the problem they have... is that they're actually not so resistant to missile fire. It's a combination of armor, lack of shield, and lack of shield. Okay, so quite a few of the dark shards have been eliminated there. Alright, more Shades. That said, Shades can do a lot of damage, so be aware of that. No one gonna contest my lovely advance into their city. Alright. They're just running away. Let them get closer. Alright, those are black guards, so I want to kill them before they engage in melee. There we go. Nagarond has fallen. Malekith was out of position, I killed him. But this kind of situation where you attack Malekith when the opportunity presents itself is something as a player that you should look out for, because it is important for your success. Gonna get a refactory for the extra trade income, even though I don't have any trade partners right now, but I will.
Be quick.
Burden of the
Dreadlord.
You have precious little time before
Make a non-aggression pact for a bit more money.
Powerful. I do not like your presence so dark.
There is only vengeance. I despise not.
Master.
If I make a deal, a trade agreement with
Burden of
him,
the Shadowlands.
well, suffice it to say. Alright, so I got another archivist.
I'm here now.
I'm gonna get a bit of growth from that. Well, all the same, empower the guilds.
I'll see it done.
I'll have enough money.
Your
soon
lands
enough.
will suffer my...
Weakling.
I am tempted to keep that artillery shop for a bit just to get 2 artillery pieces for my second army. And then dismiss it and get the toolmaker. Alright, we got Malekith and Clan Septic still available. Hopefully they kill each other. Do nothing. Normally I would accept it, but right now
Fearless and unbreakable.
I've got other fish to fry, so to speak.
How can I help? Grombrindal.
Now, there are a number of mods that you can use for the dwarves. The only one... Oh, shit.
Unrestrained.
Speak or die! As ordered.
The only one I'm actually going to use in this entire video is the auto-resolve quest battles, just because I can't be bothered with them. Gonna stop the research and going to auto-resolve the first quest battle. One of the benefits that Grombrindal does have, a fairly substantial one, is he actually has quite a few quest battles available to him.
I'm here. On my way. Armed and ready.
Alright, very good.
One back. The dwarfs need me.
Gonna get Mountain Strider, so we're looking at 30% campaign movement range. It is ridiculous, it is insane. Then Mythical Longevity for 50% vigor loss reduction. On top of that, Obstinacy for 15% even higher than that. Get Engineers. I'm not sure, like, I don't think it applies to artillery. I think it applies to gyrocopters and all that kind of stuff. It's not as important. I'm gonna get Grimir's Resolve instead. I do want to get the Age of Vengeance, because it is a lot of armor piercing.
Who calls me?
Over here, I'm gonna get Ward Breaker. 10% missile resistance reduction. Pretty sweet.
I do.
Now, I wonder if I could get
Yes,
the Peace Tree
sweet.
with them.
There was only...
All right.
Alright, Marienburg
Well
is going
met,
to accept
dwarves.
that.
What are your demands? So be it. What?
And here we start getting trading
well met,
partners.
Dwarfs. What are your demands? I hope you'll be more accommodating.
No, I am
than
not
usual.
paying Midland that much money for a trade agreement.
Affirmative.
Your desire?
Yeah, that quest battle
Not one
is quite
rupee on-
advantageous.
Lord.
Get Oaths of Loyalty and Hiking Authority. So very, very close. I'll let these structures repair themselves
who I
in
am.
time. And I might...
You fret, it's done.
No, I won't do it. I'll keep the army as is.
Foolish request.
How can I help? You got it. Our enemies shall tremble.
We get the Drowned.
Prepare to
Is
have
he
your
at war
heart
with the Skaven? No. He's at war with Malekith.
Forward.
I do hope that plague doesn't affect my army, because if it does, it's gonna be a nasty outcome.
I'm not much for work.
And now I want to go kill the Skaven. And then Malekith. Finish the job. And then I'll go on against ogres. Try and ignore Valkia. She's got other fish to fry in her campaign. Like, you don't... Like, if I could get the non-aggression pact to Valkia, that would be great. Obviously, Grombrindal dislikes her. Another quest pal, but this one's gonna wait. Lots of money.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. What? What do you want?
Now, I'm just gonna get Gotrek and Felix.
Glorious!
What malign beast must we face next, Gotrek?
Let's get some alieners after that ruckus.
Oh, very fortunate. Get the barley field to a higher level.
I am the White Dwarf. Moving out.
And there's the Skaven. Is
You
it?
know who I am. You have my axe.
Alright. The runes.
Aye.
Get Age of Vengeance, finally. And essentially the campaign situation has been... Oh,
Rune Ricky. I'm going.
and good.
Out of my way, vengeful Rune Lord. Heading out. Demon Slayer.
I ain't not good at all.
No! Blame you!
Alright, gonna move Gotrek and Felix just a bit further as well, so they can recruit in peace.
How can I help?
Very good. Well, it's just Skaven slaves, and I do have a tier 2 settlement, but a bit concerned. This is why you want to wipe out the Skaven quickly. And this is the downside. Yes, I took Nagarond, but yeah, full Skaven stack heading my way. There is that downside. Now, always remember something about ogre territories. Yes, as expected, he's attacked, but Gotrek and Felix should still be able to recruit just fine because, well...
Beast Slayer! If you say so, beardling.
Okay, oath gold, or... yeah, that's a good amount of oath gold, and the Skaven are finally put to the torch.
Can I help you? Giant Slayer.
Gonna give each of them an archivist.
Oak Slayer! Rune Lord! Where's the ale?
And just get a bunch of quarrelers.
I'm ready. Organs!
Another quest battle. Like, I would win these with ease, by the way. It's just, well, saving myself the trouble.
An art! It's no bother, I'll do it. No.
Now, it's interesting
The Dwarfs
to look
need
at
me.
Malekith right now. Poor fucking Malekith.
Heading out. My anger burns bright.
Alright, for Grombrindal. I want to get full plate for him. Hard to hit. Just start increasing his combat ability there. Of course, there are other benefits I could get for him. That casualty replenishment, I could start working on that. But it's not too important at the moment. At this particular point. Gonna get a Rune of Grimir. The one problem with runesmiths, for all their power, for all their greatness, is that they're incredibly vulnerable to range units. Got Oath of Loyalty, High King Authority.
Faced. Gotrek, Gurnison. Oak Slayer.
Okay, I'm at the edge anyway of what I can do.
Know that I have a pot ready for all. To war.
Oh, Karakadrak.
Come, kin. Let us. Yes.
They're gonna get wiped out anyway, so...
What? Yes. Honor to you, I suppose. Yep. Red Moors chop. Kisle, silence! Do not make ritual.
Alright. A few other benefits.
Dare.
One of the things I can tell you is that if AI Malekith started without Hag Grief, he would be in deep, deep trouble. Either way, that second army is gonna... My secondary armies are gonna go deal with ogres right now. While Grombrindal gets to hit Malekith. Same principle as with Nagarond. Even if I don't win.
One back. Don't you fret. It's
But I
done.
should be able to win. I reckon.
Grimnir is with us.
Gotrek, Gurnishan.
By the ancestor gods.
Don't know how you view that as a crushing defeat.
Gotrek, Gurnishan.
There's no chance those ogres are going to beat an entire army of quarrelers, but what the hell do I know? Okay. Well, I don't know the level of the towers, but it doesn't matter. Just have the Rune Lord soak the damage.
For the High King.
And once the towers are dead... Yeah, it looks like they're level 1. And just kill everything with range. Because they have none. Totally a Pyrrhic victory, gentlemen. Move them as close as possible. And there we go. Clearly a very difficult battle.
My anger burns bright.
My quest is doom.
If you say so, beardling. What?
There's no bother. I'll do it. Tell them!
Denied.
You forget yourself.
Okay, so finally managed to win at Grief. Took some casualties, unnecessary ones I feel, but victory. It's pretty annoying, not gonna lie, those kind of siege battles that you can get into. I'm gonna start, well, Scar Veteran, Ancestral Grudge, hit points. Or I can get up, start spending points on it. I think I will do just that.
Ill considered.
There's only one unit that got away. How amusing.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
He's gonna get points in Tactician. And also going to get that Toolmaker to a higher level.
Fight!
We're gonna go deal with the Ogres. Unless Mr. Taurox deals with the Ogres for us earlier than that.
I'm ready. Moving
Yeah,
out.
this is not gonna be good.
I'm leaving.
I think the best thing I can do is just send them via the sea. Because even though Hag Grief is going to be put under siege right there, and Malekith sure as hell was building a lot of artillery. Well, I think that was the Shade building. I think the conversion is between the Shade building and the artillery building. All well and good. So Malekith is finally dead. Well, one unit. One unit left there, but he's finally dead. You might have to do a lot of those annoying, really annoying sieges, and they're annoying because you go in, you expend all of your ammunition, right, and then you just buzz off, or you set the battle timer to unlimited, and you just send the runesmith into a position where they can shoot, and you just use that runesmith to again and again and again cast Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Yeah, sieges are pieces of shit. But if you try and send your army in, they're just gonna get slaughtered. Let's get recruitment surplus. Okay, another lovely quest battle. Oh, wonderful. And I'm guessing Malekith's last quote-unquote army is going to be there. I still have one grudge. Because I wiped out Nagarond, sure, but I still need to win one more battle against the Dark Elves.
I'm here now.
That is a bit of a shame, but at the very least, the grudge satisfaction level has been severely reduced.
Moving out. I'll see it done.
Master of Runecraft.
I wonder who wiped them out. Well, we know. Because they're at war with... Bit of a shame there. Bit of a real shame.
Grombrindal.
So Taurox gotta be nearby, I guess.
What?
I revere the Bearfather.
Onward.
Yes?
That means I'm gonna need to find more Dark Elves to slay.
Welcome.
On it.
But honestly, don't be too concerned about grudges. Like, if you can reduce the grudge level this low, that's pretty good. Now, maybe Hellebron will actually wipe out Valkia. Don't underestimate how powerful Hellebron is. I learned that lesson by fighting Hellebron as a Leafanar. It's like she would just pop up with one doom stack after another. She is persistent, let's say. Okay, I might still be able to sell this particular territory and get this region. Hopefully the plague will not spread. If it does... Oh. Shit. That's rough. Because although Grombrindal, I would put Grombrindal against Taurox any day. Easily. I'm not sure I would give the same chances to Gotrek and Felix.
What do you want?
How powerful? Can you give me an idea?
Iron-willed.
It's no bother. I'll do it.
A bit of a shame, really, because he's also done that damned ritual there.
How can I
So
help?
I can't even settle this territory without wiping him out.
Our enemies shall tremble.
17 units.
Slayer.
Gotrek and Felix.
I suppose so. On my way.
Against Taurox. That is not a fight I want to pick.
You know who I am. Organs.
Not right now. So I just wait. I'm gonna go for Hearthstone. He might declare war against me. But we will see. Taurox is the big wild card. He can
Your death will. A mighty death! Not.
Apparently, we're in Bowser's castle over here, by the looks of it. Nice cavern. This is where we shall make our final stand. Okay. I could try and hold the choke points, but not against Taurox and his Minotaurs. You really don't want to be in a position where Taurox can... where someone like Taurox can get a leg up against you. So instead, I am going to deploy like this.
Grudge thrower. It'll get done. Understood, Lord. But now we are ready. Tazu.
A bit of a checkerboard formation as well. Although, one of the things I could have done is deploy over here on a wide front. But the soup is done, so to
Off we
speak.
go.
Now, by doing this, like so, I will be able to inflict some casualties on their entire army long before Taurox and his portion of the army have even arrived. And that's precisely what I'm aiming for here. By the way. Alright, let's slow it down.
Miners! Beggars! Doom-driven! No fussing about! On! Yes! Advance!
Now, Taurox is fast, sure,
Splitters!
but he can be killed.
Lord of Clan Morgrim! Burners!
If he can die,
Strong! The Dawi are ready! Beg your targets well! Armed and ready! Let the vengeance begin! Fire on the axe! Dawi march!
although an alternative perspective here is I could kill his entire army, and that would hopefully trigger some army losses.
For the ancestors! Fire on the foe! Gather! What? Let the vengeance begin! Right! Take them down! Take them down! Warriors! They have wronged us.
Alright, they're breaking. Hopefully they will regroup. Those dwarf warriors.
Shoot the Wattocks! Shoot the Wattocks! For the High King!
Most of Taurox units are like the reality here, believe it or not, is the actual danger in this battle is not his army, it's him. I'm not trying to exaggerate this, by the way. Like, I could kill his entire army and he would still win the battle just because he stays alive. Now I need to, and so in order to deal with that, I need to try.
For the High King! Blow out! Grudge thrower! Battle ready! Bring them down! Yes! Take them down! Ready! Dwarf warriors! On the way! Quarrelers! Mederic! I am ready!
There we go. Taurox is dead. I lost Gotrek and Felix, but I did win. Concentrated firepower, you gotta love it. Get the money. And I'll keep that Dwarf Rune Lord where he is right now. That was a great victory. And now Grombrindal will just go and finish the job. With Taurox dead, campaign start will finally be stabilized.
Armed and ready. The nerf buck. You know who I am.
Alright,
You have my axe. If you insist.
let's go deal with that.
I do.
I have some money. A decent amount even. Corruption is gonna go start increasing.
Master of runecraft.
For him, get full on tactician. Yeah. And get more quarrelers. Kind of feel I need them. And Grombrindal will take down this entire settlement. Like at this point, I might be tempted to go for the Sisters of Twilight. While he starts rebuilding, maybe dealing with some rebellions as well. The grudge level that I have is fairly low. Alifanar is next target, next up on the list, and I can even get both these armies together. I'll just let him replenish a bit. Bear in mind, he doesn't have the same powerful replenishment that Grombrindal does have.
Greetings.
Sure. You gotta love quest battles that give you trade partners around the world.
I'm ready. Run 'em. I am the White
Alright,
Dwarf.
Redstone. So they still hold the Venom Glade. Alright.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Alright, gonna need some control buildings over there. Research-wise, now that High King Authority is finished, I'm going to get... Well, to be fair, I could get ammunition. Extra ammunition would be great right now. I have enough growth at the moment in my campaign.
I'll cast the runes.
Yeah, it's probably worth me chasing down and killing him.
For Karazankor.
That's fine.
My anger burns bright.
Hell of a thing.
Yes. Casting
Hell of
the
a
runes.
thing.
Welcome, stranger. I need lore. You may have what I desire.
Tell you what,
Armed and ready.
I'll just wait one more turn. So I can get him out of here.
Runecraft.
And then I'll trade this entire province to him. Like, it's just not worth it. It's only 2 regions. Provinces with only 2 regions are not worth the hassle, so to speak. So what now? Well, it would have been great had I managed to get 5 battles. If, like, say, one of Malekith's army. I was a bit too aggressive against Malekith. Most of the time, you'll actually complete the grudges even before he's dead. But in wiping out Nagarond as quickly as I did, I need one more Dark Elf.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Alright, we still have the Venom Blade.
Strolling.
How strong is it? Yeah, it's a cakewalk. And there's the gold that I need.
Our enemies shall tremble.
I'll go for Clan Current.
Rune Lord.
Words cannot.
So who's winning? You gotta wonder.
Lord of all, bow to me, for I are acquiesced.
All right. Yes.
Sing the song.
I am truth.
You gotta wonder who is winning there.
It's as good as done.
Now, does Grombrindal need his help? Potentially. It might be in my interest.
I suppose so. Casting the runes.
Well, he's gonna go get the deep there.
I know many secrets.
Alright, that's gonna give me a decent amount of trade income.
Underestimate me. I have been here a long time.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Get the defensive alliance.
Correct.
Sire.
Not
And this should be your goal in your campaigns. Getting that alliance with him is useful. Now Nagarond is useful because obviously it has the masons, right? So this is going to give you a good amount of trade income. Otherwise, I would not necessarily bother with the region like that.
Aye. The dwarfs need me.
Now for Grombrindal, he's got 2 points. Let's get 6% casualty replenishment.
Who calls me?
And for the runesmith, let's get sharpened weapons. Start getting sharpened weapons.
Moving. It shall be done.
And then get the D before a rebellion gets sparked here. Now the only mod, as I've said, that I've actually made use of, well, beyond Toggle Fogavor, right? Oh shit. Yeah, I'll get Clan Karan, but after that I'm just gonna march directly on the sisters. Cause it's the drowned. Oh, Alifanar is losing. Interesting, very interesting. So if he is losing, well, this is how I get what I need. I need to be careful about Valkia, though. You serious, mate? Did he just declare war about... Well, if Katep wants to fight both of them, you can be my guest to move from my...
Talk if you must.
Shit. That ain't great. Ain't great at all. Well, it was somewhat inevitable after I made an alliance with Katep and he declared war on Valkia. Might end up losing some territories, I don't know, but...
My anger burns bright.
But right now it doesn't necessarily matter as much.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Okay.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
I'm here. Aye, I'll see it done.
Tell you what.
I go where I'm needed.
The sea knows my fate.
Don't
They can
test
have
me,
it.
Ingrate. The power of Stromfell's wrath.
Yeah, they can have it for
flows
now.
through me.
I'll be back.
Yes, my pretty.
Obey.
There was only...
Kislev. How can I help?
Okay, in terms of other benefits here, get that. Over here, start getting an engineer. Pretty essential. The extra ammunition is pretty bloody essential. I want also 20%. Like, ammunition can be a bit of a hassle, to say the least.
I'll cast the runes.
But I'm gonna go beat up Valkia. The benefit, of course, is I'll get Grond here as well. Only Harkalbra is really under direct threat, because most of the Mung armies are going to be to the east. Elebron is putting pressure on them. Like, if you can not get into a war with Valkia at all, that's great. But if you have to end up in a war with her at some point, that's probably best if it happens in a situation like this, where Valkia's main armies are focused on Helebron, and you can just swoop in and kill all of them. I think I should give Katep an order to actually go into the Chaos Wastes himself. Obviously, he's not going to benefit greatly from that territory, but nor would I, really. The territory there is, like, inhospitable as all hell.
A suitable suggestion. Until your doom, my friend.
Don't you fret, it's done. My quest is doom. I am the White Dwarf.
We just keep moving north. Get the higher level toolmaker.
I have broke.
repel.
Burden.
Don't underestimate
Yes.
Alifanar though.
Heroic dances,
He can
so shall I.
come. He can have a strong comeback.
Pathetic
They might have the Black Light Tower, but if I were to be a guessing man, then I know what Alifanar is gonna be.
How can I help?
Like, just looking at the situation, you can see here, Alifanar might be weakened, sure, but they're not gonna necessarily win very easily. Because he'll just turn around and, well, beat him up.
of high magic.
I don't think I've ever seen a campaign where Alifanar just absolutely gets destroyed. I'll be blunt. At all. Now I would love to take advantage of the situation, and I think I will by taking out Karen Carr. Eventually. Not right now though. But there's gonna be a limit to what Karen Carr and the Drowned can actually achieve there. It is a rough state though, what they've done with Alifanar, and there's Valkia. There is lovely, lovely Valkia. With all of her power.
Grombrindal! Armed and ready. It's as good as done. I'm going. Gotrek, Gurnishan.
She's gonna wipe out our cult, I'm sure. I know she will.
The dwarfs need me. Iron-willed.
But in turn, I will wipe her out. Get a rune of speed. Maybe if I put an army in ambush stance. Well, Valkia is so freaking formidable that she might be able to win even against Gotrek, my second army there, and the garrison of Nagarond at once. Yeah, don't underestimate her. She is an absolute nightmare. One of the things I am going to do is move that army in an ambush stance outside of Nagarond, lure Valkia into attacking me. Settlement raised. We've gotten that sorted out. So that's gonna give me a substantial benefit for missile units.
There's no bother. I'll do it.
Silence,
Could
word.
I beat her with Grombrindal? It's an interesting question.
I'm here now.
I will decapitate you.
Is a very interesting question.
Vengeful Rune Lord. Setting off. How can I help? One back.
Where are you, Katep?
Welcome.
Alright, he's gonna get enough allegiance points soon enough.
I am the White Dwarf.
Kill Valkia, get a lot of it.
Giant Slayer.
Start getting some benefits here. With resources.
Not.
I come.
No trade partners available. Okay. Well, time to construct some items. I need armor for the runesmith. Armor for all of them in general. Items in general. Talisman of Preservation would be great. Valkia could be considered an apocalypse level event when you face her like this in a campaign. not what I want. Master Rune of Spite would be pretty good about now, but I made that mistake. But here's the thing. I would want to hate Valkia anyway. Because she has Grond, and Grond can be a huge gold
It is time.
Revenue source. Of course, it's very vulnerable. Okay. He doesn't necessarily need the survivability from the talisman, his Runesmith does. Now let's get the Executioner Axe as well. Although, his melee attack is going to suffer as a result of that. Let's give that to Gotrek. Because he's got plenty of melee attack to go with what he has. Well, more items. Plenty of more items. Now Valkia won't be able to attack me directly there. If she goes for the Altar of Ultimate Darkness, I question if she would.
Fearless and unbreakable.
There's the item that I've been looking for. The Armor of Destiny. One talisman and one enchanted item as well. Another talisman of preservation. Hell yeah! I'm gonna give him, give it to him.
You know who I am.
Wow, Hellapron just got wiped out. Valkia obviously has multiple armies available to her faction. There she is, ready to be wiped out.
I'm not much for
Oh, that
words,
is so sweet. That is so very, very sweet.
The dwarfs need me. All enemies shall tremble. Scrund. I'll see it done. You have my axe. Gotrek Gurnishan. I suppose so. By the ancestor gods.
Wow. Wow.
Master of runecraft. Give him a rank!
Holy shit. Well, Valkia is, as I said, an apocalypse level event. Just didn't realize necessarily how big of a threat she was gonna be. She's level 20, for Christ's sake. Wow. I mean, Taurox was a pretty high level, but it's like 20 for the AI this quickly in a campaign? Yeah. Thanks, Katep! This is all his fault, by the way, because he declared war on them. And I know he declared war on them, because if he hadn't declared war on them, we would not be fighting this battle. And if it had been a case of Valkia declaring war on him, things would be a bit different. But look, the alliance with Katep will pay off. It may not seem like it is right here, but I swear it's gonna be worth it. This was possibly the worst outcome that I could have gotten as a result of that alliance. Okay, to draw Miss Valkia into the killing field that I've prepared for her, I need to... Let her come and watch her as she survives literally everything you throw against her. I'm not joking. A legion of quarrelers? No problem.
Crix! Aye, to arms! I'll die willingly! Your call! Battle fever! I am Rondus! By the Layer's will! I am ready! Twang the axe! Slayer!
Herr Jäger!
Jocks away! Quarrelers! I as you command! Miners!
Ready to fight!
Say no more! For the killer's anchor! Bertrand! I will! Vengeance! Dwarf warriors! Quarrelers! Move to attack! Pump those dwarven legs! It is a reckoning!
Hunger!
Dwarf warriors! Down! Killers! Quarrelers! Pick your targets well! Anu! Berserker!
Herr Jäger!
Burn my beard! It'll get done! Go-Trek!
Let's get Go-Trek out of here.
Sir! Quarrelers! Are we ready?
Send the hammers in, pull back over there.
Quarrelers! Let the vengeance...
But yeah, in all seriousness, the threat is not from any of her units. It's literally just from... Wow, holy shit, she's wiping out... She's killing Grombrindal too. But no joke, 90% of the threat this army poses comes just purely from Valkia. Look at her.
Strike out!
Try and kill as much as we can. Okay. Could use the money. Put her down.
Armor is for maidens. I suppose so. Yeah! On the move! The dwarfs need me. Yes. I'm off. God. If you say so, beardling.
Good. Very good. Let's get the Rune of Wrath and Ruin for him.
Our enemies shall tremble.
More in sharpened weapons. Upgrade this structure right here. And finally, at long last, get an engineer.
Aye, lad, what can I do?
That was rough.
I am preserved for a greater doom. You know who I am? Your death will be...
Well, hopefully the drowned won't prove a menace.
These
Oh,
elements
am I
make
joking?
you tough.
Don't test me, Ingrid.
We're lower. What?
Yeah?
Not one Druki on Nagarith.
What do you want? Casting the runes. Somni! Gotrek Gurnison! Come on! Off we go! Keep up! Onward! Fearless and unbreakable. There's no bother, I'll do it. To battle! You cannot expunge our rage.
Alright, so I'm getting the Chilled Road. Get the Toolmaker over there.
How can I help?
For Grombrindal. Good question. A really good question. Axe Lord is kinda not important. Maybe missile strength, because it would increase the ammunition as well, which is something that they might benefit from. Ancient Acumen. Let's just get Scarred Veteran for the moment.
I am the White Dwarf. Garage!
And with the Engineer coming in,
Lord of
yeah, Grond is gonna be the next target. Or maybe one army goes for Grond, another army goes for Ashrak.
Can I offer you a
Uh-huh. You're on your own, my friend. You are on your own. I mean, honestly, you can beat the crap out of them as well, so it's like I'm not really in a hurry over there. Most of the time, Alain Katep is well worth it, because he will, Okay, volley fire.
My anger burns bright. I won't do it. For the king! Rune Lord.
Okay, gold mine.
Fear
Is
no
going to
wrath.
cost a bit. Oh, more than a bit.
Enough walking. Godric,
Just keep him here for a
Gurnishan.
moment.
God then. Aye. Aye, I'll see it done. Scrund. Don't you fret, it's done.
Alright, an archivist, another one.
Master of runecraft.
The problem is I already have too many of them.
Where's the ale? Rune Ricky.
Some more in Rune of Wrath and Ruin. I could upgrade that, but right now I do need the gold for other ventures.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Just repair that. Okay, so I got volley fire. I could get missile strength for quarrelers as well, but no. Let's start working on heavy cornstones. Just get that extra growth. One of the things I could start working on, of course, is the Grand Throne chamber. Maybe that would be the smarter thing at the moment.
Grombrindal.
I'm not sure I want to start the war with Hellebron at this particular point. But we'll see. So yeah, Grombrindal is just gonna start making his way north. Oh, look who's here again! Ready to get your ass whooped again. I swear, Valkia is just a relentless woman. She won't give up. Give Elias protection again.
It is time.
Okay, over here, this the one I want to replace.
Yes? Grease those axles.
I will decapitate you.
Do I have the army to deal with that?
Setting off. Lord
Maybe,
of
maybe
Clan
not.
Lorem.
Therein lies the
Your
concern.
blood will.
I hope. I'm
No,
going.
fall back and ground with him.
The
I'll
Dwarfs
send
need me.
Grombrindal to help out there.
Demon Sire. Garage. Lay claim. Godric Gurnishan.
Get
You know who I am.
public order in this case.
I'm here. I'm ready.
And thus Valkia's reign of terror has come to an end.
Stranger, I need lore.
He's got a lot of problems, doesn't he?
Have you grown so tired of cowering that you...
For the hag.
Dread.
Repel.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
Yeah, so the drones certainly have started making a move there, huh?
I am the White
Okay,
Dwarf.
over here. Well. But it's kind of pointless, isn't it? Fighting against greenskins.
I'm
Okay,
here
gonna
now.
get increased mobility and ammunition. Oh yes. Sweet, sweet ammo. Just gonna get the barley field over
On
there.
track.
Get this to a higher level and yeah, finally upgrade this one. Because it's gonna give me dwarven kegs. The only resources I actually have right now is beer.
How can I help?
Okay.
Armed and ready.
So I'm guessing Hellebrand is also at war with Sigvald by the looks of it. If that is the case, that is a situation I can take to use to my advantage. But I always remember Grombrindal can get along the campaign map much faster than anyone else. Yeah, Valkia's armies are finished. And essentially, that's all you need to do, really. Or some of the steps you need to do. Focus on Malekith, or focus on Skaven, focus on Malekith, slap down Taurox if he does show his face. There's also a decent enough chance in a campaign that there is a decent enough chance in quite a few campaigns that
You know who I am.
what might happen is that
Go where I need it.
Taurox
It's as good as done.
will be wiped
I'll
out by
get on
someone
it.
else.
One back.
LeBron is still there, but she's not really a concern.
It's no bother. I'll do it. Who calls me? Our enemies shall tremble.
Alright, just a bit more
Fear
in terms
no
of casualty
peril.
replenishment there.
I am the White Dwarf.
So I guess Katep is not going to help me out in any way, shape, or form in this
To
particular campaign.
war. Welcome, King. Yes.
Well, look.
Heed me.
The
At
Empire.
least until, at least not against Valkia.
My anger burns bright.
Your blood will
No,
drench
she's not
the
at war
earth
with
this
them.
Who called?
Not
With
one.
Sigvald, that is.
Master of cruelty.
On
Interesting.
track, journey, son. I've not got all day. An act.
Hellebrand is pretty weak, all things considered. Let's get some Purge Corruption for him then.
Fearless and unbreakable. Grombrindal.
Over here, get more points in Requisition. And finally get the Dracula Spire to level 3.
Your lifeless
Yeah, she's gonna have a hell of a time recovering from that little,
You will die
Go.
weeping, like the sniveling coward you...
How's Katep doing? Pretty decently, actually. So he's got an army here, and another army here.
Do not.
it is an interesting dilemma. What am I to do against Hellbrand? On one hand, I do want to wipe her out. On the flip side, of course,
It is time.
okay, get Gron to level 2.
The dwarfs need me. I'll see it done. Joey, forward! To Kazakh!
On the other hand, it's gonna consume some valuable time.
Gotrek, Kurtis. Keep up! Master of runecraft. On my way.
Ooh.
Cease. Cuz. A good old scrap. Okay.
Oh, that's the entire
You know who I am.
arena. And finally, the Master Rune of Spite has been acquired. Get more in Blade Shield.
You have my axe.
Hellbrand actually does have most of this province. And it's a good province too. And look, ideally if I could wipe out... In this case, this army should be able to put an end to this Dark Fortress on its own. It won't be an easy fight though. But if I can leave them to do it on their own, and that will work out potentially for the best. More missile strength. Over here, another level on the Toolmaker. Get the growth benefit here. Or maybe the public order benefit in this particular situation. Although, the growth benefit also is construction cost, so don't ignore that one.
Right.
Well, Katep has 3 armies. He just lost 1. But he gave as good as it gets. And he doesn't lose anything. Like, he recovers the heroes he loses because he's got that recruit rank. And he can recruit them for free. He rebuilds the armies for free. He rebuilds himself. The AI beating Katep, I don't think I've seen a single campaign where he has been beaten just purely by the AI. And he does generally get into a lot of wars with a lot of his neighbors.
Vengeful Rune Lord for Karazanko.
Well, that's Valkia.
I'll cast the runes.
But believe it or not, I can win this battle. It'll just be a question of spending a long time doing it. Anyway, that's all there is to say over here. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, enable notifications, and I'll see you boys and girls next time. Stay tuned. And if you do have campaigns that you would like me to take a look at, I am looking to do a series on improving campaigns. I just need people to start sending me campaigns so I can take a look at them, see what can be improved in them. But yeah. If you're interested in that, send them via the link or via the email that's linked in the description below. And see you boys and girls next time.